Let me tell you guys, Palantir stock just can't catch a break as the overall market is ripping. Palantir is down almost 2%, and it looks like this descending triangle we've been talking about is about to play out. So we have to break down the charts, go over what I'm doing, and break down overall where the market's at, as again, we're ripping across the board on the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow, you name it. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my Patreon if you want to keep up with how I actually build a portfolio, how I trade, invest. If you want to be a part of my private Discord, that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And now, cheers, take a sip of your coffee. Mine's pretty much empty. You guys know what that means, right? We're due for another coffee. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's dive into it. So again, Palantir just can't catch a break. We hit $125 earlier in the session. We dumped right at open from 131 down to 125, taking out the lows from yesterday, by the way. And now we're seeing a little relief rally, which, by the way, that's all it is as of now. We're still trading under the opening price and the low from yesterday, so that's all we're seeing, really just a relief rally, not a breakout by any means, as the stock's down 1.2% on the day, and earlier it was down, I think, like 2.5, 3, actually 4.5%. Quite the drop this morning, and this rally we're seeing, it's still down, but it might be found with more selling, or it might be met with more selling at about 130. The opening price from yesterday and right around the opening price from today and the closing price from yesterday. That's where we might see some more resistance, I think, in the short term, right where we are now, 129, 130. And you guys can see as we pull the layers back a little bit, that descending triangle that we've been talking about, which we tried breaking out of it a couple weeks ago. Actually, like 2 weeks ago, earlier this month, we tried breaking out of 155, 160. We failed. We put in another lower high, and now we're clearly right back to the multi-month low, which we have held it. I mean, look, we have held it over the last couple months since early February. We have held 125, but for how much longer are we going to hold it? I mean, we hit 125 on the dot today, and we rebounded, but we keep getting closer to actually breaking through that point, which is a little bit alarming for me. Looking or coming from somebody that's looking to enter this stock as a trade, maybe buy some call options. I think the chart is looking a little alarming. I think we might be going lower based on the way it's looking now before we go higher. And of course, that's subject to change. Let's say tomorrow we gap up above 140. Okay, that's going to change the landscape a little bit. My alert's at 140, by the way. I think if we start pushing out of there, maybe we're due for maybe we'll start getting a recovery to the upside. But as of now, man, it sure looks like Palantir wants to go lower, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if it breaks through 125, at that point, we're going to start going down kind of where we were before the Liberation Day crash, or maybe after, actually. Where do we get to after? I think we hit 120 right before that drop, right? Then we got all the way down to 65, 70, 75. I don't think it's going all the way to 75, obviously, but could we start filling this gap down to about $100 a share? Potentially, if we zoom into the price action back in early 2025, like I said, we hit about 125. That was the all-time high at the time. Then we pulled down to about 75, and we struggled breaking, or actually, we got down to 65, 70. Either way, then we struggled breaking through $100 all throughout February into March, into early April, mid-April. That was resistance at about $100. Then we broke through it, obviously doubling to 207. And, that makes $100 a major support right now. Older resistance, now it's a major support. That could be the gap that fills if this triangle ends up playing out. Big if, but it's in the cards, right? Especially with how the price action is looking. So I'm happy I've been patient with Palantir. I mean, look, I'm still long. I own shares from a couple of years ago, but I've been eyeing up calls. I've been eyeing up potentially buying for a trade here, and I'm glad I've been patient because it's just not playing out yet, and there's no need to rush a trade if the chart is not playing out yet. Simple as that. So for me, guys, I'm being patient. I'm on the sidelines trade-wise with Palantir right now. The chart looks like it wants to go lower, and if the chart looks like it wants to go lower, let it happen. If the chart is pointing to one direction, don't try and force a trade in the other direction. That's what I've learned in the market over the years. One of the many things I've learned, and we got to just be patient with it. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And it's crazy, right? Palantir is doing this in the midst of a beautiful green day for the market. The Qs are up 2.5%. What a day, man. Oh, man. We're seeing a clear cup and handle, potentially a breakout coming on the Qs here. We're about $8 away from all-time highs. SPY's around $14, $13 away from highs, also looking like a nice cup and handle here on SPY. We can see the Russell is ripping. I think we hit all-time highs a couple days ago. We're almost there again. The Dow just hit all-time highs, I think yesterday or the day before. No, that was yesterday. We hit 52.3 on the Dow, and now it's at 51.67, so I think it's going higher. It looks like it wants to go higher. Buyers are coming in here. Now we just have to wait for the big pop on the Dow, and I think it'll be back over 52 by the looks of it here. And look, the VIX is collapsing 10%, right? VIX shot up a little bit yesterday. Obviously, last week it shot up, but now it's back to the mid-high teens. Silver's off a cliff, 7%. We have gold down 3%, so the metals are taking a beat down probably because of that Fed meeting yesterday, which we covered that in my previous video. Bitcoin's down 3% to 62.5 right now, and oil continues to come down, which is a great sign for inflation, great sign that the deal is probably legit. We're going to get that signing hopefully tomorrow. Brent's down to about, let's see where Brent's at, 78 a barrel. Crude, or WTI crude's down to 74.5 a barrel. We're trading at multi-month lows on oil. That's a great sign. And if this continues to come down, if we actually get inflation to show signs of slowing down, it's not going to happen next month or the month after, but if that happens over the coming months, right, we're probably not going to get rate hikes, even though 9 out of 18 FOMC members think we should get, I think, at least one rate hike by the end of the year. We might not get it, man, if the data shows us that inflation is not ripping, it's starting to cool off and starting to come down again. So I'm in the camp that believes we're going to get a deal. Oil is going to come down. It's going to stay down. Inflation is, it's going to be elevated for a couple months. The damage has been done for now, but it's not going to be forever. It's going to come down. Oil, again, it's all about oil. Oil's coming down. I think once we actually get a deal, the Strait really opens up. It's going to fall even more. We're going to be fine. And the idea here is we're not going to get all these hikes like the market was thinking yesterday. The market got spooked. I think it was a great buying opportunity. And if anything, man, we're going to get cuts. Trump hired Warsh for cuts. I don't care what anybody says. Warsh is going to cut rates, not in this calendar year probably, but in 2027, man, we're going to get some rate cuts. Maybe not a ton, maybe just one or two, but I think they're coming. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And the market, I think, is realizing that as we're seeing a huge pop in the stocks, or in these tech stocks, the Qs, every index is up, but it's really the tech stocks leading the market. The market realizes that, we're not going to get all these hikes, man. The market's going to be propped up. we're going to get some cuts most likely next year. And I think we're positioning ourselves for that. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, join my Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my trades, investments, all that stuff, the private Discord. That's linked down below on Patreon, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video or in the Patreon, whichever or both. I'll see you guys there.